What were you singing?
Nah.
What? Is the light kind of bright? What was your song?
Wow.
Sing to me. You going to sleep? Daddy's hiding his fat belly from the camera. I love you, I love you, I love you. What was the song you're singing me? He's becoming so vocal, so not just talking but singing, just making up songs suddenly when he's in a good mood, because he's constantly, mostly in a good mood. His happiness is amazing. I was watching Jordan Peterson earlier about the difference between mothers and fathers, and he said that mothers' jobs were to continue for at least the first 9 months, and then partially later that sense of protection or security that they gave them in the womb. But a father's job is to teach them that they can transcend boundaries. And I think in a way we do that. We transcend them, but we also set them. We say this is words and things for this time, and these are things for that time. That's Lester Summerall. YouTube is beginning to just show me things on faith. I've learned that when things are difficult or there's some interesting circumstances, he's looking at the shadow from the camera again. Or there are interesting circumstances to get immersed in the Word. Not only do I always live in it regularly now, but we're growing in this more. That's one of the things that I would like to get next, I think. And I've got on the little let go and offer up sites, I've got a search for them when some are really cheap. Is some large, maybe even plug-in style USB speakers. In my life formerly, when it was stable, I had music for it was Christian music in each room. I could walk through the house and hear the same music through the house. So I'd like to see some of those. Maybe one on the porch, one in the kitchen, one in the bathroom, one in the laundry room. And just when we're here doing stuff. Probably play sermons, be immersed in the Word. I really like listening to the Word. I'd like to have one in the car. I actually saw a DIN 2, which is the double size stereo that had Bluetooth. Was able to do video. Was able to do all kinds of stuff. But one of the things is it's able to play Bluetooth, music or sermons while we were driving. I saw one of those and was like, wow. I know better than to want to collect a lot of stuff, but I like having the tools to keep us centered in Him, keep us immersed in His Word. I have probably 4 Bibles on my phone. I went and thinned out some things the other day. I think I still have 4. The Amplified and the direct translation from Hebrew are the 2 that I use the most. Things like that I have in my life, and I'm growing all over the place. I don't know if it's a depletion of testosterone or the heat. I've been up more at night and sleeping more during the day. Again, though it's midnight right now, and I'll usually be up from now till 10 in the morning, maybe 1 in the afternoon, and then sleep till 3 or 4, and then be up again. got I guess you'd say an inconsistent sleep cycle, but I'm always up at like 2 o'clock. At least by 4. I don't like to be asleep at 4 at all. Something else I was going to say next. I'm drawing a blank. It's weird. I can be sitting here thinking about it, fire up the camera, and then. We're pretty much staying in ketosis. We had some really good fish today. I can feel my scale says I lost 7 pounds in the last 4 days, but my body says, hey, your Dunlap, your tire is actually shrinking. It's not down below your waist today. So pretty excited about that. Anything you want to say?
Da.
Is that your still pillow? We're doing a lot of phonics stuff, and he's really getting good at it. He's getting where he sees and says the word, zip it back up, please. Close the zipper. Close the zipper. Thank you. I'm excited for his intelligence and his life. I'm sorry that I missed this with everyone else. What else?
Off.
Looking forward to some archery stuff in a little while. That's starting to become, an exciting concept. Again, we have the little child's bow up there, something that I can use for accuracy, and he can use to learn as he grows. He'll actually have to spend like the next year or so growing into it, but he is very strong. So, doing good there. Part of my mind is on the backyard. I still want to do grapes here, a grapevine, and bees. We haven't stopped by the Sacramento Beekeepers Association, but we will pretty soon. And we'll find out about how to do like a small box or something, or yeah. They have this thing called what is it? It's a hive it's totally plastic. I've been told it's pretty much garbage, but it's designed so it's called a flow hive. It actually produces honey on its own. I really like raw honey. I've mentioned this before. Honey, raw, real honey, unpasteurized, unadulterated, is one of the greatest healers of skin. If you have a burn or a cut, and you put raw honey on that burn or cut, it actually produces its own hydrogen peroxide as a byproduct of its breaking down in that wound, and it seals it. Been watching more stuff about the Model X class. And I want to mention this again and again. This is just for people who really have faith and can pray. I had an issue with a legal issue years ago that really affects my life still. It was a lie. Couldn't prove it. The people involved were set that the judge and everybody else was set that they were going to use my life. And I serve a God of he doesn't play 3 innings ball. 16 years later, and I believe that this is overturned. I told them that there was a cost for messing with the anointed, that they weren't going to be able to keep the lie for free. So just if you can agree with me that it's done, and in the time when it comes up, just praise God with me that it's overturned and I am paid, that I'm able to do the things like support the church in the Philippines, which I'm going to put the link down below, and help build the orphanage over there and some other things, and to just fund the vision that he's given me, helping the homeless. They recently took the homeless encampment that the city kind of designated for this area. They raided it today, kicked everybody out, so everybody's out in the bushes. And I've been involved with that for a while, since I was homeless, and have talked with sheriffs and several counties and different people who are in that kind of thing. And their position is to kind of let you stabilize, build up hope, and then disperse you to the wind so that you commit some crime that they can incarcerate you for, so that then they can force you to get into housing. That's their program. So I'd like to be the different end of that, and then again, not as a non-for-profit. It's something that is a for-profit industry business that helps. When I worked at the mission, I was the one of the guards. Also did a stint as the director's, I guess you'd say, left hand. The right hand had rules and had to do stuff. I got to think outside the box, go to organizations, take a card, and request donations and volunteers, and just I was the dog robber. I got to find stuff that other people said that you couldn't have or didn't want or whatever, and make stuff happen. Neighbor had a problem, I fixed the neighbor's problem. If there were some mattresses that were dumped down the side of the building, I got the dump to accept them for free and got them out of there. And each mattress had like a $40 hazmat fee. Stuff like that. Just got stuff taken care of. Got into organizations that were part of the community, and I wasn't the official face, but got to take notes, bring back communications, and build independent communications with members of the group, so that things could be back channeled and done really well. I love that kind of stuff. That's just who I am. I'm I never wanted to be the king. I always wanted to be the king's left hand, the one that what do they call it in the Arthurian legend? It's the Siege Perilous. It's not the guy who's the heir to the throne. It's the guy who does security for the throne. If you watch Game of Thrones, yeah, I kind of like that guy. The hand. Okay, let's stop with that. Anyway, no, I haven't watched the recent season. I watched 2 years ago, or a year ago, and further back. What else? We've got the green onions, not shallots, but the larger variety, not leeks. They're smaller down. We found out you soak those in a cup and they just start growing. So they're supposed to be producing roots. So I got those sitting in a cup, and they're actually growing to the size that they can start being trimmed again. But we're rooting those. I need to find planter boxes. I need a lot of planter boxes. Mint's taken off in the front. Didn't do a video of that the other day, but we're not watered that late at night. The front one, the larger one, is grown out of the hole. We talked about the dog. Got to give him some more lemon juice. We're blessed. We have good stuff going on.
Juice?
No juices. All we have is communion juices left. All the other juices is gone. And we'll just hit the kitchen once a day, and we get Kadeem, which don't do that. Don't hit me. Thank you. Ooh, we got crusty neck. We get Kadeem grape juice, and we'll just do the form of what we call communion, which is that he said, as often as you do this in remembrance of me. The translation is, do this reclaiming or reenacting what are you doing? The contract, the agreement that we've sworn. So we do that. I'll just take a sip and we'll speak it and do it. You're dirty. We both need baths. I'm thinking it's your crusty neck, but you got crusty neck. Mom had him most of the day. It's working out. I got him at night again. It was today. It's not quite as long. You got crusty nose too. Let's see what else. Just joy. I don't know where the answers are coming from, but I have the faith now. I have the where the enemy or some stray thought will come and go, oh, you're going to fail at this. Oh, that's going to be taken. Oh, that's lost. It's like, ah! You know what I mean? It's not even entertained. It becomes a, where did that joke come from? Stop spitting. I have to spank the butt if you keep spitting on me. I thank you. You want to say something?
Mommy!
There you go.
Mommy!
More.
Mom!
So my name's Joseph.
Me?
I'm 2.
No.
Oh, the one he liked today.
No.
You are 2. Say, I'm Joseph Adams. Okay, he's pulling his night bottle. He only gets a bottle at night or when he goes to sleep. But it's here. It's almost empty. Pretty empty. If you can see in that thing. So, are you Joseph Adams?
No.
Joseph Adams?
Look.
Are you Joseph Adams?
Look.
You can't see that shadow with this thing. So we had our fingers touch together. The shadow touching the wall. Your finger?
Purple.
Okay. What else do you want to tell them about? Do you have a bicycle?
A bicycle outside.
Yes. Do you have lots of helmets?
Some
Is the floor littered with trucks?
trucks.
So one of the things that was going on was we were spending a lot of time with him watching television. And I'm trimming that out a little bit. We're a lot.
apple.
Actually, a lot. He's probably spending at least a third of his day using his imagination, playing with his toys. And I appreciate the growth in him from that. The self-entertaining, the self-growing, that kind of thing that's going on. I think that's much better. It's much better?
Much better.
Are you a minor bird? Are you a mimic? I love you. This is more for you, Joseph. I love you. I'll put that later on your second channel. We haven't done your personal video in a while. So I've got a second email address, which is Joseph's dad's page. Which is, every now and then I'll just do a video, a letter to him for when he's older. Oh, today was his oldest brother's birthday. And he and I got to talk on text early this morning. But we were supposed to catch up and it hasn't happened. So maybe we'll do that. J.D. Isley. Okay. Oh yeah? What is that? What is that? Oh, you're putting on a show. Can you say this is my show? This is the Joseph show. No spitting. Say this is the Joseph show. Okay, this is. Come on, you talk more than this. Come on, talk with me. Okay, say bye-bye. All right.
Bye-bye.
That's all I can think of. Y'all have a good night. We're blessed more and more and just getting greater. The thing with the church in the Philippines is, for me, it's an act of obedience. It's one of those things that it's part of the vision, and it's one of those things I want to do. And just helping them grow really makes me feel good. This is his cracker jar. Hold on, I may give you one in a minute. I don't like eating crackers in bed, though. I don't like swimming in crackers. So I'm going to put that link down next. It goes to a Facebook page. There's actually a call now, which allows you to, you can call. I think his name is Pastor Iglesia. He's in Cebu, Philippines. And they need help with donations. Work, time, prayer, money, anything that can be done. Really appreciate that. If you would share their information with your church, with your pastor at work, whatever, to help these guys grow, I'd really appreciate that. I don't have the money myself to I don't yet have the money in my hand, watching my faith there, to hand it to them, but I do have the time and the energy to direct people to them to help them out, and I really want to see them succeed. Great bunch of people over there.
My hand?
Okay, you want to say bye-bye again?
Bye-bye, you my hand?
My hand? Get my hand?
My hand?
You touch my finger? Bing!
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 Oh!
Bing! You left me binging! You didn't bing me!
Bing!
Bing! Bing! Daddy loves you!
Ah!
Okay, we're really bye-bye, y'all. Have a good day. Bye.